My name is Bruno Sasaki. I was born in La Paz, Bolivia. The city's La Paz, the country's Bolivia, the continent South America. And I moved here when I was about 3 in the year 2004. And basically, how I got here was my dad was a musician and my mom was an interior home designer. And so my dad was in a band at the time, and they decided to come play a couple shows at the Zoo Amphitheater and a couple other shows here in America. And we're kind of like staying in Norman, and my dad was trying to record an album too while they were playing those shows. And so all of them had like work visas except my dad, which my dad was actually born here in the States. He was born in San Francisco, but he went back to Bolivia to go play with his band, and they got like really successful. But aside from that, here's a picture of my dad and his band, and like when they were recording their album, if you get kind of how the immigration system works, you have the work visas, they weren't really finished by the time the work visas expired, so all of them went back. And my dad being a citizen made me a citizen, and basically my mom had the opportunity to get her citizenship here pretty easily, which she did. And so then after that, we kind of just like settled into Norman, Oklahoma, because my dad was already staying here, and we just lived here. My parents preferred this over Bolivia. It's a lot safer and freer. And now let's get on to the topic that I'm making a documentary over, and that's Das Racist. Here's a picture of the group right now. And the group kind of originated from, if you've seen the TV show Wondershausen, in the first episode, there's a clip of a little kid saying, "That's racist," and here's the clip right now. That's racist! That's racist! That's racist! That's racist! That's racist! That's racist! After hearing that little kid go, "That's racist," you basically get a sense of how the band came together. So basically, whenever someone would say something like borderline like racist or like maybe like racially insensitive, they would go like, "That's racist." And that was basically Kool Aid and Heems. Now, of course, we're gonna go into who's in Das Racist. Well, in Das Racist, it's 3 guys. You have MCs, Kool Aid, Heems, and the hype man, Dapwell. If you don't know what a hype man is it's just a guy who's just there and he jumps around and dances, and it's probably, to him, Dapwell actually said it was the easiest job he's ever had. Easiest, like, $400,000 he's ever gotten in his life. Okay, so now we can actually get into the rappers of Das Racist. So you have Victor Vasquez, aka Kool Aid, and you have Himanshu Suri, aka Heems. And Heems was born in Brooklyn, as well as Dapwell, and Victor Vasquez was born in San Francisco. They all end up going to the same college, which is Wesleyan University in Connecticut, which is one of the most like exclusive schools in the nation. And then from then on, all of them like kind of have like other interests in mind, and once they like become friends, they graduate, and then they kind of like just start sort of like looking into music. Now, let's get to my conclusion on why I like Das Racist and how this like affects me in like American culture. I kind of like feel like they speak for a silent minority in terms of rap, because like you typically don't really hear like any like Hispanic or like Punjabi guys rapping like Heems or Kool Aid, and that's pretty cool because like all of them are kind of like, they're born here in America, but they're raised into culture that was later on Americanized, and they kind of rap about that, or they just rap about like really stupid stuff like a combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell, which now it's kind of time for me to conclude this, so I'll just leave you guys with the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Ha! 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 I'm at the Pizza Hut.
What?
I'm at the Taco Bell.
What?
I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
I'm at the Pizza Hut.
What?
I'm at the Taco Bell.
Nah.
I'm at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Wait, we're at the Pizza Hut.
What?
We're at the Taco Bell.
What?
We're at the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
We at the Pizza Hut.
No.
We at the Taco Bell.
No.